debutantes. I am getting ready to set my Thanksgiving table, so I figured I would at least show you a little bit of what I am doing. I have put both leaves in my table with the help of my son and his girlfriend because my husband is still not feeling well. I have cleaned the table. Obviously it's so shiny. I am waiting for some of the furniture polish to dissipate because I have some cute little papers I want to put down under the plate. We will not be using our big chairs because we have to fit 12 people around this table. Luckily I do have some chairs, and that is going to be my next step, is to clean those off and then set them up around my table. Here are all of the chairs that I will be using. The metal ones you saw in a recent haul video, they have a little cushion seat, so that should make my husband happy. I may put some cushions. I wanted to try and run down to IKEA and get some cushions for these wooden chairs, but with everything going on I just didn't have time, so I'm going to try to make them as comfortable as possible. We do use these chairs for every holiday. They were actually my grandmama's chairs. I think they used to have church suppers and whatnot, and so I inherited the oak chairs. So I'm just going to clean these up and put them on the table. It is actually about 60-something degrees, so we cannot eat outside tomorrow as was my plan. So I'm going to clean these up and set them around the table. So I have set the chairs up, and you can see it's going to be kind of a tight fit, but we're all family, so it should be fine. I did get 12 people. We were supposed to have 14, which obviously 14 would not fit around this table, but I think 12 will be okay. And I just put the same centerpiece that I showed you after I made the acorns out of the Easter eggs. I just put that back because I thought it looked lovely. And I did change out the burlap table runner. This one is a little bit smaller. It's not as long or as wide, so we have room for the food. So the next thing I'm going to do is put the little papers down, like placemats kind of, more like chargers, and set the table. My table is set. I have discovered that I am missing 4 dinner forks. My son swears he is not the culprit, but I don't believe him. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you one of my place settings. So there is the scrapbook paper that I'm using as a charger. All I did was use my corner cropper, and I cropped the corners so they would be nice and rounded. I have my chicken wire napkin ring that we used at Maureen and David's wedding, and just my plain white plate. That silverware is actually an old set from, I think it was my mom's mom, who we happen to call Bubba, and I have several mismatched sets in my stash, so I had to pull out those. And then these are the silverware that I normally have. Nothing is fancy. Everything can go in the dishwasher. So this is my Thanksgiving table, and of course tomorrow it will be filled with food. The last thing that I have to do is write something on the chalkboard, and that's the next thing I'm going to do. Finished my saying. It says, "Not what we say about our blessings, but how we use them is the true measure of thanksgiving." And it is a quote by W.T. Purkis. I do not know who that is, but I wanted to give you just a tip about writing on a chalkboard. If you take a small bit of water and you dip your chalk into the water before you write, it will have a nice crisp appearance. I'm trying not to make everybody dizzy with the phone. So it just comes out. When you write, sometimes it'll look light, but it dries nice and dark. So that is just a quick tip on writing on a chalkboard. So debutantes, I just wanted to say I hope you all have a very happy Thanksgiving. I'm sorry about the lighting. It's late. I'm ready for bed. Remy is here visiting, which makes for a little bit more stressful preparations, but it's all good. Getting ready for a grandbaby someday maybe. But I wanted to let everyone know how thankful I am for all of you, for your comments, for your subscriptions, just for your views. I just really appreciate all the connections I've made with my YouTube family, and I want to say happy Thanksgiving to all those who are celebrating and to all of those who have already celebrated. Love you!